Whenever you're pursuing anything, you will always come across challenges. And that's the case if you're looking to build your career in the remote workspace. As an African, as a Ugandan, when I started working remotely, I did come across a number of challenges. And I thought to myself, these challenges are going to deter me from building a career in the remote workspace. I need to find solutions for them. So, in this video, I'm going to share a number of challenges that I faced and solutions for them that I've figured out along my journey working remotely. This is going to be my fifth year working remotely, and I hope this video will inspire you to still pursue a career in the remote workspace, irrespective of if you face these challenges. First things first, payment issues. Can I say more? You already know. For most African countries, we don't have things like PayPal. We don't have PayPal in Uganda. For my people in Kenya, oh my God, I really envy you all, as well as those in South Africa. But in Uganda, we don't have PayPal. So when I started working remotely, and I would hop on a call with a client, a discovery call, they're getting to know me, and they're like, Joy, you were a referral, or I saw what your offer is, and I would love for you to be part of my team. And I say to them, we don't have PayPal. I would see them like, I would just see their demeanor kind of change. And I say to them, hey, I know we don't have PayPal, but are you okay with hopping on this particular platform? Is it okay if you sign up for Wise? If you sign up for Wise, you can easily pay me. Is it okay if you sign up for Sendwave, Remitly, World Remit? I would offer suggestions immediately. If they say, how can I pay you? I would offer suggestions on how you can get paid. It is 2025. There are so many payment platforms that can enable you to send money across the world. There are payroll systems that have been set up. There are companies like Remote, companies like Gusto that can enable you to pay your workers all over the world. I bet even Deal, also, just so you guys know, all of these are remote work companies, so you can actually check them out, that can enable you to pay your employees wherever they're located in the world. But I really, really love Wise, and I always would bring it up to my clients and say, hey, you can sign up for Wise. All you have to do as the recipient who's going to receive the money, all you have to do is share your account details, bank account details. If you're in Uganda, I would suggest you sign up using Diamond Trust Bank. They're so amazing. They are in cahoots with Wise, and they do it just so seamlessly. So definitely check it out. So yeah, I would always bring up those other payment platforms. And even if they had other team members, I would say to them, how are you paying people on your team? I noticed that so and so is from India. How are you paying them? And I would say, oh, by the way, they have this particular platform. Is it available in your country? You have to speak up. So when somebody says, I cannot pay you using this particular platform, and then you're like, oh, okay, it's okay. You just have to take it in and find another client who is willing to pay you. That's how I've been able to resolve that issue of payment. I don't stay with clients who don't want to sign up for these platforms. I leave them. There'll always be somebody who is willing if your work is amazing. If it's a referral, oh my God, 9 out of 10 times, they're not going to have a problem. Every time I've gotten a referral client, they just say to me, I spoke to maybe Laura and she told me that you've been working with her for this number of years, and I'm going to speak to her about what she uses to pay you, and that's it. So I hope this will encourage you whenever you come across a client who's like, oh, how can I pay you? Speak up. Share a number of different payment platforms. Speak up immediately. Don't even allow them to think for a second. Say, hey, do you want to check out this and this? And then boom, you will see. If they really want to work with you, it's a green light. Another challenge that I've faced working remotely as an African, and this one is gonna be so crazy because you guys are gonna be like, Joy, I've faced that as well. Power outages. Oh my God. I'm recording right now, but if the power goes off, I'm not even going to be surprised at all. I will just laugh and then take a look at my laptop and say, do I have battery? Because I have a meeting at 5 p.m. Power outages in African countries is just like the sun shining. Now imagine if power goes off like at around 5 p.m. and I have a meeting at 6 p.m., maybe I don't want to leave the house. Oh, it has rained. And it always happens when it has rained. I don't know what we have with the rain, but I guess because our power lines are like above, so they tend to turn off the power when it rains in most African countries. In Uganda, once it starts raining, start running around and start charging your gadgets because power is gonna go off. So for me, the first thing that I always do to ensure that I have my gadgets fully charged all the time. My laptop right now, it is charged. If power is to go out and I don't want to leave the house, I have battery for my meeting at 5 p.m. Another solution to this power outages is to get inverters and generators. So many people on TikTok have spoken to me about this. They're like, Joe, you should get an inverter, you should get a generator. You have to find a quality inverter. Don't just get any inverter and then boom, all the apartments, all the people who are living in your area, they don't have power because you got a faulty inverter. And if your landlord is comfortable with you getting a generator, if you can get a silent one, if you have the money for it, then it's good. But another solution is, in case power goes out and you have a meeting, leave. Leave that space, immediately leave where you're staying, go and find an area that has power and be there for a couple of hours, especially if you have a meeting, but also communicate. Communicate to your clients. I feel like some of us have a fear of not communicating. We want to portray perfection all the time. They know that you're in Africa. They know that we have some of these problems. Some of them are learned. Some of them are well traveled. Some of them will say, oh, by the way, I was in Senegal and this happened to me as well. They will understand. I always try to work with people who have a good understanding of us back home and people who are not going to be all bougie about it. What do you mean the power went out? Because for me, if the power goes out right now, even the Wi-Fi is going to go out. So that is a very big issue, especially when you have interviews, especially when you have calls. It can make you look so unprofessional. But I always try to get into a space where I have at least battery or a space that has power. I hope this will help you. Don't let this whole power thing stop you from working remotely. Excuse me? You need to get that remote job with or without power in your country. Yeah. Third issue that I've struggled with even up to today, it's a very big challenge, is the African bias. The African bias is such a great issue. And sometimes it can stem from them thinking people from this specific region, people from this other region are not educated. When it comes to African countries, they can look at us like, for us who are in East Africa, and then think, oh, Idi Amin if you're in Uganda. They think about all these crazy things that are happening in your country because they are watching the news. The African bias is a very big thing if you're pursuing a career in the remote workspace. You can hop on a call with a client and then you let them know I am in Uganda and you see their demeanor change. You see them saying, oh, sorry, I didn't know that. I don't want to work with people who are in African countries, or if you're in Uganda. I normally hire people who are in South Africa. No shade to the South Africans. I love them. But because of how progressive their country is, people feel like, oh, South Africans are better to work with, or people from this particular region. Now, if you're from East Africa, you're Ugandan like me, or you're from West Africa, you may feel some type of way. It may rub off as, oh my God, these people, they are stereotyping me. Yes. And guess what? Everybody is allowed to have their opinion about a matter, even if it rubs you off badly. What I will say is leave them alone. Leave them alone. I am a leaver. I will leave any situation, especially if it affects my well-being. If I have to keep on proving myself to you, even when it comes to work, I will leave immediately. So if I hop on a call and then you say to me, Joy, I'm not comfortable working with somebody in Africa. I don't understand this dynamic. Guys, I will leave. Me, I will go away. I will say to you, thank you so much for your time. And in case you change your mind, yeah, you can reach out to me whenever you feel comfortable. But if you don't, it's also okay. Thank you. Bye. Mwah. And I go and find somebody who wants to work with me, who doesn't care where I'm located in the world. It is very possible, guys, to find people who are comfortable. How many Africans do you know who work remotely? Just do a search right now. Google search, or even search here on YouTube for Africans working remotely. You're gonna see so many videos of us come up. So this should encourage you that you can get opportunities for work wherever you're located. I don't care what African country you're watching me for. Are you Ugandan? Are you Kenyan? For my people in countries that have that favor, people like Kenya, Ghana, South Africa, there isn't a reason why you are not pursuing a career in the remote workspace if this is something that you want. Why are you in South Africa and you're not working remotely if this is something you want? There is a certain perception about people in certain African countries, and the thought process is they are more educated. Their countries are very progressive, which is actually the truth. If somebody from Uganda, like me, and I know what they say about our country. I know if I'm pursuing a career in the remote workspace, why aren't you if this is something you want to do? You have to definitely put in the work. So for me, those are the challenges that I've struggled with, but there's solutions for all of them. I think if you've watched this video towards the end, now you know that there are solutions for each of those challenges. I hope that this will inspire you to work remotely. Share this with a friend, somebody who has hinted about saying, oh my God, I'm tired of all this commute every day. We have bad roads. They are a good candidate for my YouTube channel for these particular videos, and I hope that this will encourage you. I don't know if you guys know any challenges. Maybe you're watching me and you're like, Joy, I encountered this as an African who wants to work remotely. Please, please, please share in the comments so that we can learn. And if you found a solution, please highlight that as well. I hope that this will help anybody who wants to work remotely. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys in my next video. See you on this internet street, and don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. Sign up now. Check out the description. I'll see you guys. Bye.